All right, everybody, welcome to the 1% podcast, solo style. This is going to be me, short and sweet, because I've actually got a meeting in like 10 minutes. This is going to be me wrapping up 2021 from a personal standpoint. And yeah, it's been a year, isn't it? It's been a fucking year. And I think we can all say that it's been the last couple of years, and even to this day, the uncertainty in the world and just everything. It feels like your brain is just going to explode every 5 minutes. But it's been an incredible year, and it's almost a good time for me to be like 2021, and obviously a year moving abroad as well. I can't believe it's almost been a year. And that's crazy. That is literally crazy. So anyway, I want to jump on the five points that I've really learned about myself and others and all this sort of stuff going in of 2021. So I'm going to keep it nice and raw, nice and simple, guys. You know how I will. Let's start off. I got it all on my phone. So I'm going to start off as number one, your environment. I cannot tell you how, like, you might want to look at how bad your environment is right now. You need to look around and actually assess your environment right now, because ever since coming out here, I'd probably say in the last couple of months, my environment's been absolutely phenomenal from a gym standpoint, from friendship standpoint, everything like that. The individuals that I'm surrounding myself with now, it even blows my mind a little bit. It does. The people that I talk to, the people I have phone numbers for and things like that is absolute. You can't even explain how important the environment is, but you can just literally look at individuals around you and the way you might get sneaky comments, or the way people just throw in these little jabs and stuff like that. And the environment that I put myself in over the last year, and probably it's fine-tuned over this year as well, has made a massive impact on myself, my self-awareness, my anxiety, my self-pressure, everything along those lines. And I just really cannot stress going into 2022, please assess your environment, your work environment, the people that you go out with a Friday night on. Do they align with what you truly want from life? And that could be anything. Like, everyone has their own individual goals. Like, it's that typical thing, right? Like, we've all heard that quote: if you hang around with 5 millionaires, you'll probably be the sixth. If you hang around with 5 people that love health and fitness, you'll love health and fitness, or whatever it may be. But just make sure your environment aligns with what you want and who you truly are at this time period. Your environment's going to change over time because your goals should be ever evolving. But right now, I've put myself in an incredible environment from a training standpoint. I just look around the people that we train with, similar sort of time every day, and the people that are in there from a business standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, everything. And I even mean your environment. Like, go on fucking Instagram and unfollow 200 people. Like, I actually got blocked from my Instagram for like 2 days or something like that, because I unfollowed people too quickly. There is a limit. There is a limit. So anyone that listens to this, if I've unfollowed you, it just means actually it's not that I don't like you. It's just I always see Instagram as kind of like work now. So I'm like, well, actually, I don't need to see that sort of stuff. Like, if you're my friend, I have your number, sort of thing. So anyway, that's that. But your environment will truly reflect your future. And you do have to go out there and find it. You do have to go there, and potentially you might have to produce that environment. But I'd rather you be on your own than be in the wrong environment. Put it that way. Number two, this might piss you off a little bit. You're really small-minded. I was very, very small-minded. And I mean small-minded, we're coming down to the belief that it sounds cliche, but anything is truly possible. And over the last few weeks, I've put myself into a position where I pretty much got called out for this, and it hit home a little bit. And we're just thinking too small. And it comes down to self-belief, self-confidence, and things like that. But as soon as you understand the world that we live in right now, that anything is truly possible to achieve a dream, body shape, financial goal, career goal, whatever that may be, it is truly possible. Like, you just have to think, like, what's happened in the world in the last 50 years? We've been able to fly, fucking people are producing spaceships, and people are going into the depths of the ocean and all this sort of stuff to the extremes. And this has only happened in the last 25, 50 years of humanity. And look how long humans have been around for. Just take a step back and think, like, where is the world going? And that actually, like, things are truly possible. Things are truly possible. Like, I didn't think I would ever have, I would never thought I'd do a photo shoot to start off with. And now I'm 2 competitions deep and I've done 4 photo shoots and all this sort of stuff. Like, I didn't think that was possible. I'm just this insecure little kid. And yeah, I still sometimes think I'm that little insecure little kid. And some days I feel like it. And some days I do truly feel like it. But your environment reflects this as well. These are all going to combine together, guys. Like, this one guy just almost grabbed me and shook me and be like, Brand, you can fucking do this. And I was like, fuck, I can. And until someone grabs you and shakes you and just be like, slap the silliness out of you. And sometimes that's what you need. But then again, it comes back to that environment. Make sure your environment's good, that someone's going to shake the silliness out of you. And that's what I like to think I can do to clients, to almost, I believe in them the more they believe in themselves, because I was them at some stage. So yeah, you need to start thinking bigger and more long-term and things like that. Like, that could be anything from, like, I'm thinking more long-term now, like for my future, like I've started investing money a bit more and things like that. I'm like, I'm 26. Why didn't I start doing that when I was 20 years old working in Hollister? Like, fuck me. I was just spending my money on fucking clothes. And I was just stupid. Like, why didn't I just put £10 a week into, I don't know, like property? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing like that, but like, you get the point. But just thinking long term, like, how do you want your life to look in 10 or 5, 10 years or a year from now? If you look at accumulation of like money, everyone can relate to money. If you look at accumulation of money, and again, if you look at accumulation of building your physique, doing one more rep and adding that rep on over weeks and months and years is going to make a massive impact on your body, onto your everything, health and fitness, whatever that may be. So please start thinking bigger and start believing you fucking can. And me telling you to believe in yourself is not going to help you. But hopefully these little messages are thinking, oh, okay, like, take it with a pinch of salt. Like, yeah, that makes sense, whatever it may be. So I hope that one gives you a little bit of an insight. Anyway, let me get some light back on me because it's not great. Number 3 is, again, these all very, very much relate. Is to be relentless. And what do I mean by relentless? And I just mean continuously keep attacking. And I think the nicest way to put that is patiently attacking. And that just means being very present right now and very content with who you are right now, but you keep pushing, you keep putting in the reps, you keep working, whatever that may be. And I fucking got a tattoo of it on my neck, for Christ's sake, because I believe in it, like 1% every day. And it's just like, do what you did today, but a little bit better tomorrow. Do what you did tomorrow, a little bit better the day after that, and just keep relentlessly pounding and pounding and pounding away. And I promise you, having that relentless mindset and the mindset of never satisfied and always wanting more, but being very content and present in the moment, will only benefit you going forward. And you can take that, like, relentless is like, it sounds like a harsh term, and it's supposed to be harsh. Like, it's a bit like trying to find your dark place. Like, where I love going to my dark place, thinking about thoughts that are a bit weird and potentially a bit sketchy. But without going to that dark place, without being relentless every day and keep plugging away and just keep pushing, no matter how small those steps are, it just keeps that drive alive, and it keeps you driving and striving for something. Because I promise you, when you achieve something, it doesn't feel that great. It feels cool, but then you're always on to the next thing. You're always on to the next thing. It's a bit like health and fitness or your fitness journey. It never ends. Health and fitness isn't a 12-week cookie cut dieting program. And this is like what I don't run. I don't run a fucking 12-week transformation or a 6-week booty program. We don't do that. We do life-changing results. And that is by learning everything about what you're learning about right now, is that mindset, things that I've learned about in the last year. how to be relentless and resilient and keep attacking every day and focusing on that 1% will take you so, so far. So don't be afraid to be relentless and be obsessed, because obsessed isn't, I love the word obsession because people think it's bad. And I'm like, if you're obsessed with something, success will come from it. I promise you that. And this comes down to number 4, taking risks, taking big and scary risks. I probably should have thought about it more, but even like an example, like moving my life out here, moving my business out here, like I didn't think about it. I'm very good at listening to my gut and just going with it. And again, over the last couple of months, I've took more and more risks. That is my food order. I'm going to get that. Thanks, bud. We keep this podcast raw. I'm going to keep that in. I'm not going to even edit that out. Got my food order coming. Perfect. Where was it? Number 4, taking risks. So you have to take risks, and it comes down to, you've got to get out your comfort zone. And taking risks is petrifying. It's so, so scary, financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. Taking risks and opening yourself to be vulnerable it's so scary, guys. It's so, so scary. But I promise you, if you do not step out outside that comfort zone, if you do not take the risks, my biggest fear for you is in 6 months' time, you're going to be in the same position as you are now. And that is my deepest fear. I don't want to look back in 6 months' time and you to be in the same position you are now, potentially feeling unconfident in your body shape, not having the energy levels you want, not being able to run around with your kids, not feeling sexy, not feeling being able to take your clothes off in front of your partner or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your partner, whatever that may be. I want you in 6 months' time to walk into spring and summer of 2022 and walk down the beach in confidence, to look in the mirror and to look at yourself and be proud. But if you don't do those, if you don't take risks right now, that's never going to happen. You need to be putting yourself out there. You need to put yourself in a vulnerable position. And that's one thing I promise that I'm going to start to do a little bit more. I've gone a bit quiet about it lately, but I do want to be a bit more vulnerable to the camera and to the podcast. And I definitely think it's going to come out a lot more. So please, guys, in 2022, take some big risks. And at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? Nothing. Because if you take that risk and it doesn't work out, at least you fucking tried. At least you are trying to move forward and you're aiming to move forward. You just found a way that didn't work that time around. But if you don't take that risk, you'll never know. And again, I don't want you getting to the end of your life and having regret. That has got to be the biggest fear of mine, is I don't want to get to 70, 80, 90 years old and have regret when your life is over. So please don't have any regret. And the last one comes down to putting yourself first and putting your health and fitness first. You got to put your own oxygen mask on before you help anyone else. If you're getting bad night's sleeps, if you're unhappy with your body, if you're unhappy with the way that you look, with the feel, the confidence, the self-belief in yourself, how is anyone else going to be involved in your life? If you're looking to date, if you're looking to potentially have a family, and you inside are not happy and content with who you are, how can you expect to raise a family like that? How can you expect your partner to be passionate and driven with you? You've got to start putting yourself first. And I think it's crazy when people put a price on their health and fitness or their health. I'm like, if you can't spend an extra £50 a week on better food sources, how much do you actually value your life? So you value your life at £50? That's sad. That's truly sad. And if you were on a hospital bed, potentially a life-changing situation, how much is your health worth then? Some of these questions are deep and sometimes you do need to answer them. And I've done this. I'm always a bit expensive for this or a bit expensive for that food source. But at the end of the day, my body, my mind, and everything like that is my job. It's my job to look after others. And if I can't look after my own body, my physique, and my mind, how can I expect to help someone else? How can I expect to know exactly how they're feeling? I'm so happy that I've had anxiety. I'm so happy that I have anxiety. I'm so happy that I have all these flaws and I struggle mentally a lot more than people think. I'm so happy for it all, because without that, I couldn't be able to relate to people. And you can see I'm getting a little bit emotional about it now, but if I didn't feel these things, and if I didn't work on these things, how can I expect a client to feel the same? If I can't bury myself and train hard, how can I expect others to do exactly the same? So please, guys, going into 2022, just put yourself first. Put yourself first. It's time to invest in you, your health, your future, your family's future. They might not even be around. I don't even have a girlfriend at the moment, but I'm thinking about, okay, my future girlfriend will want this from me, and my future partner, potentially kids further down the line, whatever it may be. How is the dad that I want to be going to help them? And that is starting right now from the 26-year-old man that I am. It's like, I need to be putting myself in a position now where I can be the best partner, role model, father figure, son, brother to my family. I can be the best uncle to my nephews and nieces. So it's just something to think about, guys. But yeah, anyway, those are my 5 top tips for and what I've learned in kind of 2021. Obviously, there's a lot more and things like that, and hopefully we'll go deeper down them into more podcasts. But I just wanted to keep this one short and sweet for you. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm very excited for 2022. I have opened up a photo shoot challenge, which is starting on the 10th of January. So if you are looking at improving all those 5 areas, if you are looking to get into the best shape and physically and mentally of your life, literally click the link below, pop me a message, we'll jump on a call, have a chat, and see if I can actually help you. And I'm excited to do so. So January 2022 photo shoot challenge, and I'm taking on 10 other clients, ladies and gents, who are looking to move that 1% forward every day in order to achieve the body and mindset they truly want to achieve and who they want to be in the future. So I'm excited to do that. Guys, I will love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you on the next one.